Hi friends, today we are going to discuss a very important topic that is about the wetlands. They are in the news because of the one reason. Because India has recently included a new site in the Ramsar site. So what are the Ramsar sites and why they needed to be protected and how we can ensure their protection and what is their importance to protect the environment and ecology. So let's start. First off, we will see that Sokar wetland complex became India's 42nd Ramsar site. So Sokar is a lake. It has become the 42nd Ramsar sites in the India. So it is a complex. So what is complex? Complex consists of more than two things. So there is two lakes in the uh, Sokar, there is already one lake in the Union Territory of Ladakh. That is the So Moriri Lake. It was included as it was made as a Ramsar site in 2002. So there is already one, and now it is the second in the Union Territory of Ladakh. So it consists of the two lakes. Sokar Lake is consist of two lakes. Which one? Start Spook, which is a freshwater lake, Shokar, which is a hypersaline lake. So which one lake has the salinity, one is of the freshwater lake. So both consist of the one complex. Next thing we will discuss Ramsar Convention. So what is the Ramsar Convention? It was signed on 2nd of February in 1971. So 2nd of February is also celebrated as the World's Wetland Day because it was the day when it was signed in the Ramsar site. So Ramsar is a place, we will understand it by a map. Ramsar is in the Iran. This is the map of Iran. So it is a map of Iran. So this is Iran. So Ramsar site situated on the southern coast of the Caspian Sea and northern coast of the Iran. And in the south of Iran there is Persian Gulf. So this is the map because it is the one of the oldest accord which was signed by many countries. So presently, how many parties are there? India entered in it in 1st February 1982. So India became a party. India signed this agreement in on 1st of Feb 1982, way back. And next thing is total contracting party. So how many parties are the member of it? So contracting party is up the 171. These are the parties. These are the countries which support this agreement and have signed this agreement. But 7 countries have ratified it so far. And if we talk about the total sites of the Ramsar site, so there are 2,414 total Ramsar site in the register. Next thing we will discuss is that the COP meet every 3 years. So the meeting of the Ramsar site not held annually, not biannually. It is held once in 3 years. So it is based on the rotation period. So every country hosts it on the when its turn come. Next is every party at least one side. So there is an agreement that it is mandatory for the every country. So every country will have to have a one side, mandatory one side. So there is no country, no single country which is the party but have no side. So there is, so what is the number? 31 countries are there which has one side. If we talk about the highest sites, it is the UK. United Kingdom has 175 Ramsar sites, and second is the Mexico with 142 sites. Next one, first site. If we talk about its history, so which site was included for the first time? It was the Coburg Peninsula. So Coburg Peninsula was the first site which was included as a Ramsar site in 1976. So this is in Australia, northern Australia, near the especially northern Australia. And next one is the largest site. If we talk about the largest site, it is the Nagiri Tumba Mandom. Sorry for the mispronunciation. It is in the DRC Congo, Democratic Republic Congo. This is the largest site. If we talk about by area, so this is the largest site, and area wise, it is Bolivia. So Bolivia has a site which is by area it is the largest. Next thing we will discover the Montreux record. So what is the Montreux record? So Montreux record is the register of wetlands. So those wetlands which are critically endangered, which whose ecological character has changed and are changing and is likely to change. So they are put in the Montreux records because Montreux record uh, provide them safety and safeguard. So there are 51 sites in the Montreal records, because when they are put in the Montreal record, they need critical supervision and treatment. So register of wetland site part of Ramsar site. So it is also part of Ramsar site. So if we talk about India, there are two sites which has been included in the Montreal records. So what are they? One is the Kevladev National Park. It is in the Bhartpur district of Rajasthan. Next is the Loktak Lake, Manipur. So it is also a part of the Montreal records. If we talk about Chilka Lake was also a part of Montreal record, which was included in 1993. But because it got some improvement, it was restored and it was reformed. So it has been removed from the Montreal record in 2002. So Chilka Lake is now part of the Montreal records. Next thing, I would like to put some statistics before you. So there are some data which talks about the why wetlands, especially wetlands which protect us from the natural hazards. So wetlands consist of the ponds, rivers, and all the types of water resources. So they especially of the mangrove forest. Mangrove forest are especially on the coastal area where land and sea meets. So they provide us a lot of safety from the natural hazards, especially from the volcanoes like this. So next thing is, we talk about the there are if we talk about the water, because all water is salty in the ocean, we cannot drink that water. So 3% water is the drinkable water. Out of those 3%, the entire 3% is in the frozen state. These are the iceberg, etc., especially in the Antarctica, Himalayas. So these percent, 3% and 1 million livelihood. We are talking about wetlands. Wetlands provide 1 million livelihood every year. So 40% species breed here. Wetlands, the importance of wetlands can be imagined from the data that it supports 40% species are living in the wetlands and they breed in the wetlands. Next thing is that wetlands which needs a critical treatment should be provided. So one suggestion I would like to put before you, that we should give the ownership rights to the coastal communities, especially the local communities, so they can better safeguard the wetlands, especially the mangrove forest. Because mangrove forest, which are also called the carbon sink, they absorb the carbon, especially because they consist mangrove and tidal marshes and the sea grasses, they consist of the 3%. If we cut them and if we destroy them, they will release 19% of the carbon dioxide into atmosphere. So it is very important to protect them, and it is our responsibility as a citizen to protect the mangrove forest, especially the sites which provide water for the irrigation, drinking, cooking, washing, etc. So we should protect all the Ramsar sites at the international levels. Also, there are efforts, there are also some conventions, there are protocols which are protecting them. But as a citizen and as a resident of this globe and as a Homo sapiens, we should also play our duty in protecting the wetlands. So I think you will do. Have a good day.